What stops us from getting to the higher levels of meditation? Well, yoga has balanced it, or brought, I could say, synthesized it into 5 afflictions of the mind. They talk about this in Buddhism as well. Clouds that cover your eternal self. We already are that. What you are seeking, you already are. The good thing is what you are seeking is seeking you. God is calling you home. God is waiting for you to make that conscious decision to seek God. That's why God gave us free will. We can have a choice to play in the dream for as many lifetimes as we want. When we finally had enough of that, and you want something else, then you can start to uncover your true nature. But there are 5 obstacles to that. And the first one is called avidya, spiritual ignorance, thinking you are the mind and body. Guys, this is such a hard attachment to break. We are so attached to this body and the belief that has been reinforced since birth that we are the body and mind. Yoga is a process of unlearning everything you've been taught. And it's not easy because those things are buried deep within us. So unlearning this idea that we are the body is one of the biggest challenges that we can have, and unlearning that we are the mind. So you're perceiving that the unreal is the real. You think that this is all there is. And this leads to the next 4 problems of the mind. So this is the crux of the matter. And the teachers keep saying, including in the Bhagavad Gita, you are not what you believe yourself to be. In the Bhagavad Gita, one of the things I didn't share with you that came up later in my mind, the teaching that he's teaching Arjuna, Krishna, the avatar, is saying, you're going into war. You're going to kill your family members and friends. But remember, you are not the body. You are the Atman, the soul. And it says the soul, a sword cannot cut it, water cannot wet it, a fire cannot burn it, wind cannot dry it. Nothing affects your soul. But when you're attached to the body, you're attached to the afflictions of the body, and attached to the mind, the same problems. So whatever's happening here is this movie that you're watching, and we get attached to the movie. And Arjuna is starting to learn from Krishna, the teacher. He's saying, it doesn't matter if you're going to go into battle, because ultimately your soul will never be impacted by this. And the other thing is, what we talked about, this is your dharma. This is your part in the movie. You have to play it. Otherwise, you're doing great disservice to yourself and to the universe, because you're not playing your part in this big picture. So understanding that, yes, we have a body. It exists in our consciousness, so that we do get to watch the movie and enjoy the fantasy of this reality, of this movie or dream or illusion, whatever you want to call it. We can do both. We can be in the movie, but also be the witness consciousness observing that movie. That's why we talk about witness consciousness, observing. The soul is the observer. The soul is what isn't getting changed. So this is a great leap for the mind to try to digest that, especially with this strong attachment and belief that you are the body and mind. Now, what this leads to, this spiritual ignorance, leads to asmita, the I or ego. When does the world come into your experience? As soon as you think about I. You wake up in the morning and first thing you think about is yourself. And from that understanding of I, me, that's where the dream comes into being. When you're in deep sleep, do you have a body? Do you have a mind? So this is something that happens every day. So this is actually accessible to help us understand. As soon as you wake up, I, and with that I, and all your likes, all your dislikes, all your karma, all your preferences, all your attachments, whoosh, create your reality. Create your movie. Now, next one is raga, the attachments, the likes. You are the collection of your likes. What you like is what you want to manifest in your world. What you dislike are the things you're trying to avoid. And the next one is exactly that, dvesha, the aversion or the dislikes. And the last one is abhinivesha, fear of losing, fear of death. The ego wants to live. And your thinking, your way of thinking is right and everybody else is wrong. So this is the understanding that with the attachment to the body, there's the fear of losing the body. There's even the fear of losing my mind. There's the fear of losing my beliefs. There's the fear of losing my identity. But what we say, and what yoga says, is that when you lose or surrender, actually, the ego, you gain the universe. And you start to see that everything is happening for you, not to you. And I say that again and again because we have conversations, you get it intellectually, and then the ego says, yeah, but. There is no yeah, but. If this is an absolute, and I can't tell you this, you have to verify this for yourself, okay? I can't make you understand this or believe it. But through the practices, through your experimentation, you can verify all of this for yourself. I can say that I've verified this for myself. That's why I'm sitting here trying to help you. I want to plant the seed. One of the other things that we were talking about with Angela today is that in your dream world, and this is the last 5 minutes I can see, in your dream world, everything is you. It's all a reflection of your mind. So one of the beautiful teachings from Byron Katie that she said while I was in her presence, everybody else is just one cell of my being. So if I know that these things have helped me, I can help others to at least plant the seed to help everybody get to the same understanding, all parts of myself. That's the vow of the Bodhisattva. You don't go there out into leaving everybody behind. You take everybody with you. But the thing is, when you start to awaken, everybody awakens with you because they're all a reflection of you. And the more that you awaken, the more the world around you seems awake. The more beauty inside of you, the more beauty you see in your dream world. It's not that there's not a world. It's not that there's unreality. It's that we're projecting meaning onto it that is not truth. It's our stories. It's our likes and dislikes. So I'm trying to plant the seeds because you are me. And I know that there is a way out of suffering. And that's all I'm trying to help anybody do. I don't care about enlightenment really as much as suffering. And all I want to do is help you understand that this stuff, if you put a little time in, there is a way out. The excuses are not the way out. Okay? And it's not a simple or easy path either. But it's better than sitting and suffering for the next 50 years. There is a way out now, or within this lifetime.